So, okay, well, we'll get into some nitty-gritty technical stuff during the live chat later this week, but we thought we would just maybe put a nice bow on the discussion about devices to just ask you the question, what does this lineup look like in '08, and what are we going to specifically, offer our customers there? And specifically, one thing I'd like to talk about is Nextel Direct Connect and the role that product will also play.
Sure. So let me start there, and then I'll talk about the rest of the lineup. We will launch our high-performance push-to-talk product early in the year.
Okay.
So I'll put it that way. I won't give a specific time.
Sure.
But when we do that, we'll have a host of handsets. So you'll see as many as 7 handsets across '08 that have high-performance push-to-talk. What that is that's push-to-talk with the same characteristics in terms of initial latency, which is sub 1 second latency on setup, and then as you go forward, even less so on your ongoing conversation. So it'll be that great IDEN experience, which nobody's really been able to duplicate on the CDMA platform. But it adds a couple of things. So here are the things I think are important for people to understand. One is our handset lineup was limited. With IDEN, you just had Motorola. Not that Motorola is not a great partner, but it limits you in terms of your flexibility, and it limits you in terms of your cost.
Yep.
Now you've got Sanyo, LG, Samsung, RIM, HTC, Palm, all wanting to play in this space. So you're going to get great form factors. You're going to get better pricing on the devices, and we think we will have some unique capabilities that we will be able to bring to bear with the push-to-talk service, both for business customers that are core to what we offer, so the business applications, the GPS capabilities, and then also see enhancements in the consumer world. And this will be more in the latter part of '08, but certainly what we want to do is integrate that push-to-talk capability into IM sessions, into SMS sessions. So the way to think about it is it's an integrated communications tool.
Right.
No different than SMS is, no different than IM, no different than email. So what it can do for us, one is be very powerful in terms of a point of differentiation, and two, allow us to really enhance the communications method for customers. So we think that's really important. That'll be a core part of our offering in '08. The other things I would mention are you are going to see more in the way of that great user interface. I mentioned that earlier, that we'll certainly continue in that space. You'll see us be more aggressive in the PDA space and continue to grow that lineup. You'll also see us focus on messaging-centric devices and music-centric devices. We think those are two important categories that are very meaningful. Last, I would say, is you will see some kind of fashion-oriented handsets, although that's not a major focus. And then you'll clearly see us continue the leadership in rugged devices. And so I like to delineate rugged from push-to-talk,
right?
Because there are a lot of people that just want a rugged handset. And if you look across the landscape, the one area that is dominated by a carrier is rugged. So we all compete in the PDA space. We all compete in this touchscreen space. But rugged is an area where we've dominated. We want to continue that. So we're going to continue our focus across the categories that I just mentioned, and I think you'll see really an exciting lineup and an exciting set of both handsets and then also service platforms for customers in '08.
Great. All right. Well, David, thank you very much for your time and candor today.
Hey, I appreciate it.
All right. Thank you. And thanks to everyone listening. And stick around here on BuzzAboutWireless.com and join David for a live chat following the airing of this podcast, where he'll be addressing some of your specific questions. And thanks again for listening.